Our fourth LV County Championship game of the week took us to Wantage Road, where morning rain prevented any play before 2:30. Put in, Northamptonshire lost Richard Levy with 15 runs on the board, acting Lancashire captain Stephen Croft with the juggle in the slips. Lancashire came into this game filled with confidence after beginning this campaign with back-to-back wins over Derbyshire and Kent. They by no means had it their own way against a team which finally ended a terrible run of 20 championship matches without a win when they defeated neighbours Leicestershire last week. Stephen Peters was especially good through point as he and Alex Wakely, still finding his feet after missing the whole of last summer with a ruptured Achilles, started to put back to ball. Coming against an attack still missing both current captain Tom Smith and the former one, Glenn Chappell, these two batsmen began to enjoy themselves as their partnership frustrated the visitors, who would have hoped for a better return perhaps after winning the toss in damp conditions. This of course is a battle between two teams who came down from the top flight last season, Northamptonshire rather too easily, while Lancashire did at least take their battle right until the very last day of the summer. Peters was able to secure his second successive half-century, this one arriving off 68 balls with a 3 off Kyle Jarvis, who wasn't able to repeat the kind of form he has been showing so far this summer. Peters used all of his experience to get to his 50, which had included 7 fours. The 100 was up in the 22nd over 2, which would have pleased the home support no end. The total read 120, the partnership between Peters and Wakely realising 105 runs, when after tea the former gave Jordan Clark a wicket in just his second first-class game. That's in spite of being on the Lancashire staff for 5 years. Croft with the catch again. But Wakely battled on and would have been delighted to get to a 50 for the first time since his comeback. He'd needed 92 balls for his, having got close enough in 3 of his 4 championship innings to date this year. The skipper had struck 9 fours in his half-century and was batting his side into a decent position against one of the favourites for promotion this year, especially given their sensational start. But the home team were 3 down when Clark squared up Rob Newton to give Alex Davis the first of his 4 catches during the day. The young keeper has made a very impressive start to this campaign, both behind the stumps and in front. Wakely followed in the next over, Peter Siddle grabbing his second wicket of the day, Davis involved again, the home captain on his way for 59, much to Lancashire's delight. Enter Adam Rossington, who decided that his best approach was to attack, and that's just what he did in partnership with Rob Keogh. Rossington, the former Middlesex man who had limited opportunities while at Lord's, is a natural attacker. He made some useful contributions while on loan at Wantage Road last season, and he was scoring his runs here at around 1 a ball. It looked as if Northamptonshire were just going to shade the day as we headed towards the close. Rossington, though, was given a life as he was put down in the slips by Ashwell Prince. Not that the visitors let that affect them in any way. Indeed, 2 wickets in 2 balls altered that. Jarvis found the edge of Keogh's bat to see him depart for 21. And then, next ball, Josh Cobb followed in the same way as Jarvis took his tally of victims so far in the championship to 16, with only Ajmal Shahzad at Sussex having more in 2015. Stephen Crook in the side in place of the island-bound David Willey then came in and saw out the few deliveries before the weather intervened again, meaning that with Rossington on 33, Northamptonshire will go again on day 2 on 198 for 6.